What's going on, guys? Welcome to a random video on this channel. In this video we're going to be talking about the iPhone 6s, the 6s Plus versus the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the S7 Edge. Now when I first started thinking about these phones, I was like, you know what, usually it's very easy for me to pick a phone. I'll pick the Android phone, and I'll explain this first. The Samsung Galaxy S7 and the S7 Edge looks amazing. It has great design, it's sophisticated like I've said before, but as far as TouchWiz with Android, it just reminds me of some woman I'd be attracted to that's wearing a really ugly outfit. And when I look at the iPhone, it's the same exact situation with that iPhone with iOS. So right there, they are even. And when we talk about the Samsung Galaxy S7, the S7 Edge, again, it looks like a woman that you're attracted to wearing that bad outfit, but also she annoys you. So I'm not really interested in what Samsung is doing with Android. Great looking phone. It's an amazing phone. I mean, the technology there and the hardware, it's fantastic. But when we're talking about the platform, it's just not something I'm interested in. And then when we talk about iOS and the iPhone, that iPhone looks pretty good. The hardware is awesome too. A9 chip, 12 megapixel camera, there's terrific things going on with that Retina display. But iOS is always a mess, and they don't do anything to improve it. And let's talk about the phone that I would actually look at first. We're talking about the bigger screen, so 5.5-inch display. I would look at the iPhone 6s Plus and also the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge first. When we look at these phones and we think about which is the better buy, I think it has a lot to do with which platform you like better. And if you're a fan of the Galaxy phones, and I know somebody commented on my channel, this is why I'm laughing, and the person was like, why are you guys hating on the Galaxy phones? Why do you hate TouchWiz? It's not that I'm hating TouchWiz. It's just that I'm not interested in TouchWiz. Again, if you're not interested in a woman out there, you're not hating on her. You just say, hey, I'm not interested in you. And that's the way it is with Samsung Galaxy phones. Although I used to have a relationship with the Galaxy phones because I used to own them. I also have Samsung products in my home. So of course I appreciate what Samsung does, but not with TouchWiz. It was something that really made me question why I was buying the Galaxy phones, because TouchWiz kept changing. You know, you continuously change TouchWiz and you remove features that I liked, including that puzzle piece where you can grab the puzzle piece and you get the text message. That was fantastic. But when we talk about features that I don't like, it's the visuals that you guys create with TouchWiz. I know a lot of Samsung fans think that's bloatware messing up your phone. It's not all about that. It's the way that Samsung develops TouchWiz with Android, and it messes with the platform. They mess with it so much it resembles Tizen, and I've never used a Tizen phone, but that was the whole goal from Samsung. So it does make me question whether I purchase a phone from Samsung. But when we talk about the hardware, there's no question I like the way the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge looks. It looks like a fantastic phone. It has an interesting feature with that edge to the phone, although that would not make me want to buy that phone, but it is interesting. It has the largest screen compared to the S7, so it's a cool phone and you might want to purchase that. It also has true multitasking, and what I mean by that is seeing two things at once on the same screen when you want to go between applications, and that's fantastic too. That is something that's always been amazing from TouchWiz, and that is something that Android itself, you know, the guys at Google, should really develop that into the standard version of Android, the stock version of Android, not just getting the display of the various windows that you cycle through with different applications. I'm talking about split screen, two applications on the same screen. It would be even better on a tablet, and it is useful sometimes if you want to use something like that on your phone. Now going back to Apple. Apple has this one feature that they talk about all the time, and that is 3D touch. Everything's with 3D touch. You would think by this point you would see a hologram in front of you, just like Microsoft's working on with the HoloLens project, with 3D touch from Apple. But you're not. 3D touch is just an additional platform feature from Apple. And there's some advantages with 3D touch. I see that. More options before you even go into an application, so you can see some things, you can have some things you can use on your phone. That's awesome too. But it's not something that would make you want to buy a phone from Apple right now. You really have to make iOS better. And when we go back to the Android phones with the Galaxy S7 and the S7 Edge, we can talk about features like NFC, because you know what? They don't have that with the iPhone. And also if you want to use an SD card, Galaxy phones brought that back too. So that's an interesting feature to have also on your phone. So those are some of the things you can compare with both these phones. But I have to say, the hardware is pretty much equal out there. The platforms are pretty much equal, where I'm not impressed with either one right now, although one of them is Android. So if I have to pick one of the phones, I'd probably say I'd pick either one. I don't know what else to say about this. I don't really like either phone for myself. So is either company doing a better job than the other with their phone? Well, Samsung is smart for picking Android, I can say that much. And iOS still looks like iOS, so I mean, Apple didn't do anything wrong here. They just continued to create the same nonsense with iOS. So I guess my opinion is I don't like either phones for myself. But as far as hardware, both companies are creating amazing phones. They look terrific. And if you're a fan of iOS, that's the phone for you. And if you like the Galaxy phones and touch wrist, then that's the phone for you. But I would like to know what you guys think. You guys post your comments, let me know which phone you would pick. And of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.